I took an Uber here, as I said, with a man who told me that he was like, I don't find women funny, and I was like, no problem. But then he kept going, and then I was like, well, what about like Wanda Sykes? And he was like, no. And I was like, why? And he was like, because she doesn't talk about like guy stuff. And I was like, she talks about the government. Like, isn't that guy stuff? And he was like, no. And I was like, what is guy stuff? And he's like, I love it when like Bill Maher sticks his tongue out of the side of his mouth. It looks like Scooby-Doo. And I was like, oh, guy stuff. Okay, so everybody who knows me here knows me as a driving person, but I did not get my license for a very long time because you can get away with just biking in Chicago and having friends drive you places that you want to go. And so I biked for a very long time. Is anybody a biker in here? You guys bike? Yeah, hell yeah. So I biked for and then I got my license too late, some would say. But I got my license, and it is dope. Did you guys have your licenses, like drivers? Unbelievable, right? So good. It is so much. So much. It's so you go so fast. You go so fast, and like also, I've been in a car before, but I just didn't realize like you would have so much room. Like you're in your own like room. You can. Okay, so you're here, and then you can put stuff. You can put a salad there. You could put like stuff in the side part. Like you could keep a guy there and kiss him if you wanted to. There's like a bunch of stuff that you can do. My favorite thing to do. Have you guys ever cried in your car? Yeah. Very good, right? Yeah. So much better than crying on your bike. That is. Everybody hates it. You're just like. Woo! And they're like, it's like a crying in public. It's like it sucks. It's like peeing in public, where it's like you have to do it, but everybody's like it's illegal. Crying in your car is amazing. You can have emotions for miles and nobody knows. You know what I mean? Except, sometimes except sometimes I was driving in tandem. I was driving in tandem with this guy, and we were on the highway, and we were going like so fast because it's like 80 or whatever. No speeds you can do on your bike, and like I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. We all must be concentrating so hard, and then I looked, and there was this man, and he was just punching himself in the face, and I was like, oh my. That's like another thing you can do in your car. At high velocity. That is so great. Like, driving is unbelievable. I'm not good at it, though. I wish that I was. I wish that I was like one of those drivers that's like, I'm a good driver. But there's like so much evidence in the contrary that it's upsetting. Okay, so this is the part of the thing where I do crowd work, and I know a lot of you guys, so I'm just gonna are any of you guys like bad drivers? Hell yeah. Do you know why you're a bad driver? Like, is there like, are there telling signs?
I get scared.
Okay, do you get scared because you hit a guy?
No, I'm scared that they'll hit me.
You're scared that so do you like stop and then other guys hit you?
Sometimes.
Okay. Okay, so we have a timid terrorist. Okay, that's fine. Is anybody else a bad driver here? Nobody? Nobody has to. It's okay. Safe space, no problem. Give it up for the one who... I love that. I love participation. You know what's funny about that joke is it's like a little bit of a litmus test. Like, the only people that ever really answer me are gals and gays. Everybody else, like straight dudes, do not look at me because they are very good at driving. They're just like, I'm amazing at driving, and then they just like punch themselves in the face. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story about actually a person that is here. I was telling my friend about my driving experience because he's gay and I felt safe. But I had a bad driving day. Okay, so I was driving, obviously, and I hit a parked car, and that's bad. You have to leave a note. So I was like, okay, I gotta leave a note. So then I was looking for a place to stop, but then I was distracted. So then I hit another parked car, and I was like, no, okay, all right. So then I was like, okay, now we gotta concentrate a lot. So then I was like, I kept driving, and I was looking for like a place to like turn in, and I found like a turn. It was a kind of a sharp turn, and so then I was turning, and then I swiped with one more guy, and I was like, ah. So then I got into the parking lot, but it was like one of those Trader Joe's parking lots, and it's like whoever designed those is on mescaline because they are insane. So I got into one, and then I just like, I don't know, I like hit like 3 more guys, and then I was like, okay, Carly, chill out. I got into a space, and I was like, all right, pull it together. Like, you need to pull it together. So I called my friend, and I was like, I cannot come there. I'm going to go home. And so I was like, all right, all you got to do is get home. So I backed into one more guy, and then I went straight home. And I was talking to my friend, and I was like, yeah, I feel really bad. Because, like, I didn't leave a note, you know? And he was like, yeah, that's very bad. And I was like, well, what was I going to do? Leave like 7 notes? You know what I mean? Like, at some point, I'm the victim. Which I feel like is why you only drive with gay people. One time, I had this like thought. This is not something that I was going to do on this, but I did have, because it never works. But like, okay, so I had this thought, like there are a number of gay people that you can be friends with, and then it becomes dangerous, just because you start to be like a little bit too emotionally intelligent, and then like if you're dealing with something, like one time I was riding my bike, and this guy out of nowhere, he was like this big dude, and he came and we were at a stoplight. And he pushed me over, and he said, follow the rules. And I was like, what rules? And then he kept walking away. And you know that adrenaline that hits you? I got really mad, so I started following him. And I was like, hey. And he turned around, and he was like, what? And I was like, you're being like really toxic. That is dangerous. We're going to die. We need to pull it together, you guys, and get like a jujitsu in there. I need like a gun uncle. I can't like be hanging out with all of these prissy gays. The internet is going to be like, oh no.